Okay, we just want to say something quickly before the video starts. We just want to thank everyone for liking and subscribing on our videos and on our channel. We've gotten so many responses back for our content, wanting to see more videos. Spring is here and there'll definitely be a lot more fishing and outdoor content. We're only a few months into this channel and we're learning so much. We would not have gotten this far without you guys, so once again, thank you very much and keep watching and subscribing, and we'll get on to the video. Okay, so you went to Cuba. Tell us about your good, your bad, and your ugly stories. Let us help out others and leave your honest reviews at Cuba. Let us know about a good place to book, whether you've been in Veradero, Cayo Coco, or any other places. We get it. You work hard for your money, and you want to get as much vacation out of your dollar. So, we've had many vacation trips out of the country, and for the most part, they've been stress-free, complication-free, but we've had our minor setbacks, of course. For example, we've had some minor setbacks in Cuba, little more in Mexico, depending on where we've been. We've been to Mexico many other times, only been to Cuba once. So, the Mexican ones were nothing major, I guess. Late check-ins, we got to the hotel. Early check-ins, we got to the hotel. Not really the hotel's fault, just their policies. And sometimes you have to leave your luggage out. Not even in a locked room, just in the middle of the lobby. We lock our luggage. We learned after the first one, not a big deal. We always bring stuff in our carry-on so we can carry on through the day. Do what we need to do, keep our luggage locked up in the lobby. When we get back to our rooms, we can unpack all our stuff. Not a big deal. First time we didn't know what we were doing. Granted, most people don't. And that's where you're going to see a lot of these reviews come from too, obviously. We've had minor setbacks at the airports in Mexico. It's mostly just the people. As soon as you walk out the doors, be careful, people. There's a whole bunch of people that want your money and want to do timeshares and all that stuff. But that's kind of anywhere. Didn't see much of that in Cuba, but definitely Mexico, especially in the Cancun airport. Watch out for that. Pretty easy to get through that once you've traveled there once or twice. Cuba was a little worse, I guess, at times. The thing we never found in Mexico was a lot of the buffets don't overlap at all. So there's going to be many times where you might get in from an excursion or get in from your plane ride, which could be a long plane ride, and you're just starving by the time you get to the resort. I'm not going to say the food was horrible. It's just at times there was no food to access. There was sometimes a 2 to 3 hour window between buffets. So if you got back from an excursion and you sometimes had to wait a couple hours, which doesn't sound like much, but when you're paying for an all-inclusive, you kind of want at least some snacks or something kind of everywhere at all times. Other than that, certain things, obviously, with the food shortages, you're not going to get bacon every day. You're not going to get sausages every day. You're going to get your fish. You're going to get your eggs. Actually, some places might not have eggs. There's a lot of weird shortages that just kind of don't make sense. There's no rhyme or reasoning to them. And it's going to be really hard to book a hotel because of that, which sounds like every resort kind of has different shortages at different times. So that's going to be one thing that's always going to be kind of tricky to do. Sometimes the 7 a.m. buffet wouldn't be open until like 9 o'clock. And that's kind of tough if you're going out on an excursion and you're planning on grabbing a breakfast at the resort. You are kind of paying for it, so you have to kind of adjust. What we found is sometimes you have to take some dinner to your room in a little to-go plate. Eat that in the morning and then you're good to go. So depends where you are, depends where you travel, depends what country you travel, which hotel. It's a learning curve, obviously. You'll probably find out the first day or two. That's why we usually stay for at least 10 days, not the 3 to 5 day trips, because you got to get your bearings in the first 3 to 5 days, and then it makes it more enjoyable on your last 7 to 10 days for sure. Other than that, nothing deal breaking for us. We've never had really the bad luck that most people get, even though we've stayed at some cheaper to mid-end hotel chains. Each to their own. Everybody's different, though, for tastes, pleasures. If you stayed in Cuba in the last few years, we want to hear your feedback for sure. So tell us which resort you stayed at, where you went, which excursions you went on, what you thought of your excursions, How was the food at your resort? How was the food in town? How was the excursions? Did they provide a meal? Roughly how much did it cost? If you don't mind giving up that information, you're only going to help out many people on the channel here. And we're looking for the real honest reviews on Cuba. If you want to throw them in on Mexico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, wherever, go for it. We're a helping community here. We're trying to help out everybody. This is not TripAdvisor, so if you want to leave some honest reviews, by all means, go for it. I want this to be pretty much people looking and posting some honest reviews and helping each other out in the great debate of the Cuban holiday stays. We hope that everybody traveling has a great time no matter what destination they find. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day, and cheers.